Powerful. The creative process from that phenomenal book, The Secret. It's this simple three-step guide that claims you can literally turn your thoughts into your reality. So let's break down how it's supposed to work.
The whole thing really boils down to this one huge idea. What if your thoughts could literally shape your reality? I mean, really think about that. The book doesn't just throw that question out there. It actually offers a specific framework to make it happen.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll get a bird's eye view of the creative process itself. Then, we'll zoom in on the three core steps: asking, believing, and receiving. And to wrap it all up, we'll look at a really practical example of how you can take a thought and turn it into something real.
So, what is this creative process, really? Well, the book gives us this amazing metaphor to work with. Think of the universe as a cosmic genie in a bottle. Seriously, it's not there to judge or question what you want. Its only job is to say, "Your wish is my command," and respond directly to your thoughts. So how do you talk to this cosmic genie? It's all broken down into 3 super simple steps. Step 1, you ask. Step 2, you believe. And step 3, you receive. It sounds almost too simple, right? But as we're about to see, each step has its own secret sauce.
Let's tackle step 1, how to ask. Now, the book makes a really important point here. This isn't about begging or pleading with the universe. No. This is about confidently and clearly placing your order. And the absolute #1 rule for asking is clarity. You can't be fuzzy about it. You have to get crystal clear on exactly what you want, because a vague request is only going to get you vague results. It's kind of like ordering from a catalog. You wouldn't just say, "Send me some clothes," right? You'd give the exact item number. Same principle.
So you've placed your order. Now comes what is honestly the hardest part for most people: the power of belief. And the real key to this step? You have to totally and completely let go of the how.
And this is where we separate belief from just, wishful thinking. Believing means having this unshakable faith, a deep down trust that what you asked for is already a done deal. Your order has been shipped. It's on its way, even if you can't see the tracking information just yet.
Bob Proctor just nails this idea. He says, anyone that ever accomplished anything did not know how they were going to do it. They only knew they were going to do it. See? The focus isn't on the roadmap. It's on the absolute certainty of arriving at your destination.
Oh, I absolutely love this metaphor from Jack Canfield. It just makes so much sense. He says to think of your life like you're driving a car at night. Your headlights only light up the next 100 feet or so, right? But that's all you need to make the entire journey. You just have to trust that the next piece of the road will be there when you get to it.
And this trust leads to a really important distinction the book makes. There are 2 kinds of action. There's struggle. That feels hard, like you're trying to force something, like swimming upstream against the current. But then there's inspired action, and that feels easy. It feels joyous. It's like you're just floating along with the river, because you're not trying to make something happen, you're just acting in order to receive it.
And that brings us to the grand finale, the final step, receiving. The book explains this using the idea of frequency. Basically, everything in the universe is vibrating, and to get what you want, you have to match its frequency. You have to get on the same wavelength. So how do you tune into that frequency? Well, according to the book, you have to feel the way you will feel once your desire shows up. The trick is to generate that emotion, that joy, that gratitude, that relief right now, before it's even physically there. You have to feel it now.
This quote from Michael Bernard Beckwith just drives this point home so perfectly. If you just intellectually believe something, but you have no corresponding feeling, you don't necessarily have enough power. Your belief is the thought, but the feeling, well, that's the magnet that actually pulls it into your life.
So how do you actually do that? It sounds a bit abstract, but the book gives some really hands-on advice. You want that new car? Go test drive it. Feel the steering wheel, smell that new car smell. You want that dream house? Go to open houses, walk through the rooms. Do whatever it takes to generate the real, physical feelings of having it right now.
Okay, so let's take all this theory and see how it works in the real world. The book uses a great practical example, achieving your perfect weight, to show how these 3 steps really come together.
Now, the book makes a pretty bold claim here. The premise is that weight isn't really about the food you eat. It's created by fat thoughts. The idea is that your thoughts are the cause and your body is just the effect. So if you want to change the effect, you have to start with your thoughts.
So what does this look like in practice? Step 1, ask. Get a super clear mental picture of your perfect weight. Step 2, believe. Act as if you're already there. Don't buy clothes for the body you have. Focus on the amazing clothes you'll wear at your goal. And step 3, receive. This is huge. Feel good about your body right now. Praise it, thank it, and stop all the criticism. And the author shares her own result from doing this. She says she now stays at 116 pounds and eats whatever she wants. And she attributes this entirely to getting rid of those fat thoughts she believed were the root cause in the first place.
Okay, this leads us to a couple of final ideas that are, well, they're pretty mind-bending. First up, to the universe, there's no difference in size. It takes the same amount of effort to create a button as it does to create a castle.
See, it's us, it's our human minds that make up these rules. We decide $1 million is big and hard to get, and a cup of coffee is small and easy. But according to the book, the universe doesn't see it that way. It just responds to your feelings. And get this, it also says that time is basically an illusion, so from its perspective, creation happens instantly. Because our own beliefs can get in the way and make things feel big and hard, Bob Doyle has a great tip. He says, start with something small, like a cup of coffee. Why? Well, because you probably don't have any deep-seated negative beliefs about whether you can get a cup of coffee. It's an easy win to prove the process to yourself.
And really, when you strip it all away, that's what this all comes down to: faith. The book sums it up with this incredibly powerful quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought, a question for you. Whether you're a total believer or a healthy skeptic, the process is the same. It starts with a single thought. So, if you were going to try this out, just to see what happens, and you were to start with